Many people think that leadership has to do with rank or position, but on the contrary, leadership is about social influence, not positional power. Anyone can climb up the ladder, but not everyone is cut out for leadership. Now, that doesn't mean they're less capable of making a meaningful contribution, just that they bring different skills to the table. There's nothing wrong with being a follower. Every leader was once a follower, and it's argued that the best leaders are also the best followers. However, there are still vast differences between a leader and a follower, and that's what we're discussing in this video. Welcome to Alux.com, where future billionaires come to get inspired. Here are 15 things that separate a leader from a follower. Number 1. Self-awareness. A characteristic that separates leaders from followers is self-awareness. By knowing and understanding your values, personality, needs, habits, strengths, weaknesses, and emotions, and how they influence your actions and the actions of others, you'll be better able to manage yourself, make better decisions, and ultimately guide others to do the same. The best leaders often know where their natural biases lie and use that knowledge to either boost those inclinations or compensate for them. Number 2. Courage. Courage is an essential asset when it comes to leadership. This is why only courageous people tend to be leaders in the first place. They constantly try new things that no one has thought to try, and they take risks. Followers constantly rely on others to help them take the leap and move closer to fulfilling their dreams. Whether it's gathering critical information or trying a new method to see if it works, followers are hesitant to explore and more cautious than bold. A leader, on the other hand, is swift in taking action. They leap into situations where both the payoff and the risk are substantial. Leaders are often tasked with making decisions with the potential for revolutionary change and inspiring their teams, both of which cannot be achieved without courage. Number 3. They're people-centric. The best leaders are always those who are people-centric. To be people-centric is to think about your people first. Leadership often comes with the responsibility of leading and catering to other people. Therefore, to be a proper leader, you have to be able to focus on the people you are leading and not just on the results or on yourself. Unlike followers, leaders emphasize what inspires and motivates people to do their work. Leaders are great team players because they know that most achievements are collective feats. A leader is only as good as what they can achieve through other people. Number 4. They're proactive. Unlike followers, leaders are always at the forefront of activities and events. They're not content waiting for the next step, so they make moves in whatever way they can and try to be on the front lines. They're uncomfortable with inaction and are unsettled by a lack of progress. Followers are usually reactive, content with inactivity as long as nobody bothers them about it. One of the main reasons an individual becomes a leader is because they were proactive enough to take the initiative to move up to the position they're in today. They wouldn't have become leaders if they had waited for another person to grab the opportunity. Number 5. Humility. Humility is one of the unsung traits that makes a person a great leader because humility helps people to be more emotionally intelligent and show appreciation for others. Leaders are humble. Although they're aware of their position and power, they don't allow the authority they have to go to their heads and make them feel like they're better than anyone else. True leaders don't hesitate to roll up their sleeves, do the dirty work when necessary. They're sensitive to their followers' plight and always want to listen to them and their opinions. Number 6. They're solution-oriented. Followers are often closed-minded and see the limitations in any given situation. Leaders, on the other hand, are solution-oriented and see all the possibilities. Leaders don't focus on how bad things are when they go wrong because they're too busy trying to improve things. Being solution-oriented naturally separates a leader from a follower because leaders should always be forward-thinking and not stress about past problems or what's going wrong as followers do. Instead, they focus on what needs to happen in order to move forward. Number 7, confidence. Confidence is the foundation of leadership. You can teach a leader many other fundamentals of leadership, but that leader must first believe in themselves, or true leadership will only exist in a title. After all, the first sale one has to make as a leader is to sell themselves, meaning you have to believe you have the personal confidence to lead and show it, or gaining followers will be tough or impossible. Leaders are usually self-assured and confident in themselves and their abilities. On the other hand, followers are generally less confident in themselves and always need a push or motivation. Followers are also more likely to see limits in their abilities and put more faith in the judgment of others. Number 8, the ability to empower others. This is probably one of the most critical traits you could have as a leader because it's arguably the true essence of leadership. Empowering others is being able to motivate and help the people around you improve themselves, either personally or professionally. Followers see the accomplishments and talents of other people as a threat, whereas leaders see those same talents as an asset that can be utilized for the good of the individual, the team, and the organization. Leaders are people capable of giving others the tools and the support to grow exponentially and become better versions of themselves. Number 9, effective communication. Communication is one of the most important skills out there, and although it's often talked about, not everyone can communicate effectively. This is why the ability to communicate effectively is a quality that segregates leaders from followers. Leaders are often good speakers and patient listeners who can read between the lines and enjoy bringing people together and motivating them. Leaders can use their communication skills to define team members' goals clearly, understand their desires, and solve their grievances. But followers tend to be more self-contained and less communicative. Number 10, perseverance. Perseverance is an important quality that separates leaders from followers. Good leaders never give in or give up no matter the challenge and are willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish the goal. Followers, on the other hand, tend to stop when things get even a little bit rough. They look for reassurance and can let fear affect their decision-making process. But leaders are not paralyzed by fear or uncertainty. Instead, they thrive on it. Solving problems is what they live for. They tackle them head-on and conquer them. Number 11, decisiveness. In many situations, decisiveness is a trait that could prove to be vital and life-saving. The ability to think quickly and act even quicker is invaluable, which is why decisiveness makes the list. In a world full of uncertainty, this trait separates ordinary people from leaders. Leaders are often very decisive, and once they have a general grasp of something, they can strategically plan the best way to achieve the final objective and act quickly. They don't suffer from indecision. On the contrary, though, followers are usually hesitant and always want direction. They need step-by-step instruction and require constant reassurance and approval. Number 12, accountability. Accountability is another attribute that separates leaders from followers. Leaders are responsible for other people and situations, so being held accountable for those people and situations is a mark of leadership. When mistakes are made, followers quickly point fingers and blame the circumstances and others. On the other hand, leaders are quick to accept responsibility for their actions. To be an efficient leader, you must be able to hold yourself responsible for your decisions and your actions, as well as the actions and decisions of the people who report to you. Number 13, passion. Being passionate about what you do is a clear way to identify a leader from a follower. Passion is about vision, energy, excitement, and enthusiasm for whatever you're involved in. Passion inspires others to join and relate with your vision. Followers are known for always doing the bare minimum so they can coast through whatever they're involved in. Leaders are known to be people who love what they do and view their work as an essential part of their life, not just a chore they have to complete. Their job isn't just what they do, it's an integral part of who they are, and their enthusiasm levels reflect that. People cannot be inspired by a leader who isn't passionate. Passion, or the lack of it, is very contagious. Number 14, being inspirational. An important quality of a leader is the ability to motivate and inspire others. For leaders, putting other people first comes naturally. They always want to motivate and inspire others to fulfill and surpass their potential. For followers, that kind of thinking doesn't come naturally at all. One of the true tests of a leader is their ability to drive other people to reach great heights of performance and success. A leader inspires people to produce their best work and contributions. People are not inspired by a leader who doesn't care about them. Number 15, level-headedness. Level-headed people can stay reasonable and rational even when surrounded by chaos and unpredictability. This is a vital attribute for leadership and why it illuminates leaders from followers. Leaders are people who are always calm regardless of the situation at hand. Whether it's one of chaos or tranquility, leaders are always level-headed and look for the best way to move forward with a calm mind. Followers often let obstacles and setbacks throw them off course. When something goes wrong, they panic and assume the whole project is doomed. Leaders expect obstacles and love being challenged. They know that even the best plans can run into unexpected problems, so they're prepared to tackle them without panic and with a cool head. Now, Aluxer, after instilling these traits in yourself, there is still a lot of work to be done to maximize your potential as a leader, and there are some rules you have to follow to be a great one. And yep, you guessed it, we've already made a video with some of those rules for you. And if you're intrigued, click on the link to discover the rules you need to follow to become an unstoppable leader. Thank you for watching this video, Aluxer. If you found it valuable, consider subscribing to our channel and joining our awesome community. And if you're still hungry for more, we handpicked this video for you to watch next. Or head over to our website for more amazing content. See you tomorrow.